Well, hello people, welcome back to the Master Chief Collection. Here we are level 7 out of 15. The Oracle, going to be showing you how to get this done, legendary difficulty. Also going to be showing you how you can become invincible for the last third of the level. I also showed you how to do this in my part-time guides. It's kind of a bit more improved, the timing's a bit more improved, so that's kind of cool. The only skull we're going to have on is the Grunt Birthday Party. You don't have to have that on, you can put some skulls on if you want, but I'd recommend against it. Go ahead, accept that, and without further ado, let's jump into this level. Okay, so like we did with Metropolis, I'm just going to show you with the where the skull is here, as it's easier just to do this on maybe a separate run. You can do it after you've taken out all the room, but I decided to show you guys separately. Take out those two guys here. You want to jump on this platform just here, jump here, and you want to grenade jump just through this window here. Shoot the window as you go up. Boom, there we are. That is how you get the Famine skull in Halo 2 Anniversary. So now when we've got the collectible, you just want to go ahead and restart and load up another one. What I did there is I killed those two grunts. You don't have to kill them, it's purely because I've done this level so many times, obviously trying to get a perfect run. Which I sort of did and I sort of didn't. But like I said, I've done this level so many times, I've got tired of hearing them shout heretic and went to shoot it and all that kind of stuff. So by doing that, I actually make you skip some of the audio, which is kind of cool. You don't have to do it, but I did. And here what I'm doing is, like we did in our part-time guides, I'm just moving all the weapons around and I'm sorting all the flood forms on the floor because they don't get reanimated, which makes the whole thing really easier. I fuck up the jump there, not a problem, just go ahead and do it again. As you can see, what I did was I switched out the what did I switch out? The plasma rifle for the carbine, moved the carbine by the door and then switched out the carbine for the sentinel beam. We're going to do exactly what we did in our part-time guide, is you just want to jump up here and there's going to be, I think it's 4 to 5 or maybe 3 to 4, so 3 to 5 waves of infection forms of flood will spawn in here. You want to use a sentinel beam to take them out, and once the elite says heretic falls, what have they done, you want to turn around because that's going to mean the door is open and you can move on. So once that room's all cleared, you want to go ahead and switch out the sentinel beam for the carbine here, and we're going to be on this elevator, lift, whatever you want to call it, wherever you are from in the world. Going to be sentinels flying around and combat forms all over the lift. They're going to be armed with a variety of weapons. Probably they're going to be armed with a few plasma rifles, and one of them is always going to have a sentinel beam. Well, that's what I find. So once they're all dead, if there are no sentinels flying around, you want to get your sword out and you want to charge forward and just clear out the lift. As I find it, they kind of lose track. The flood forms are kind of dumb. Now you might be thinking, why I didn't try and save that elite there? It's because if I went up to the flood form and sworded him, but the elite was also going to melee attack him, his melee attack would still continue through and kill me. So that has happened quite a few times. So you really want to be careful of if there is an elite and a combat form in close quarter combat, you just want to maybe back off or try and headshot the flood form with the carbine. What I do on this, it's a fairly simple kind of elevator if you think about it, is oh, another thing, make sure you put it in classic graphics. That's why I've got it in here, because it's a lot easier to see. As I was saying, fairly simple. What you want to do is, if you can take people out before they land, that's good. If you see they have carbine ammo, let them land, then sword them. Any combat forms, start roaming around on the lift, get your sword out and then take them out with the sword rather than wasting carbine ammo. As you can see there, see when he hit the combat form, if I was stood within his line of, or not line, I suppose within his swing distance, then I would have died. That's why. If you start to get overwhelmed, start using these stairs as cover. As you go around the corner, use your active camo. I tend to find I forget that I have active camo most of the time. And what we're going to do is we're going to be able to skip a portion of the lift section like we did in my part-time guides, and I did a few months back. And that is the reason why I haven't uploaded this as a flawless run, because it actually took me 3 to 4 attempts to actually get the jump correct. But throughout this whole level, I don't get killed by one enemy at all. It is purely just I fucked up the jump, which is a kind of difficult jump to do. But like I said, just pay attention to the tips I've given you. Run around, kill people before they land on the lift, unless they've got carbine ammo. People land on the lift. What you want to do is you want to take them out with a sword, and if you get overwhelmed, use stairs as cover and your active camo. Any sentinels appear, as tempting as it might be to sword them, don't, because you're probably going to die from their explosions.
I promise your death will be quick.
Now you're going to get to a point in the lift sequence where there's going to be more sentinels showing up. This is your cue to get to the point which I'm about to show you in a second. That's going to enable you to jump off and skip a lot more flood forms. And also kind of makes the level go a lot faster. So here, I don't know if you noticed the cut in the footage, but that's where it happened. You're going to make sure the lift is moving, hit off the sort of the slope, land on that ledge there. It's a very well-known tactic, as most of these are, because all the speedrunners have already put them on YouTube. So yeah. So you want to watch out for those two combat forms there. They would normally run out and try and kill you once the lift is stopped, but we'll obviously skip through them. There's always going to be two combat forms there, so you want to watch out. Here I like to smash those two windows, throw a grenade trying to stick the heretic over there, not the heretic, the heretic elite, sorry, and then I like to take another carbine ammo or let the flood form deal with him. Here what I do is I just take out two flood carrier forms here. What I could have done after is I could have got the skull in the same run, but I decided not to. As he was being reanimated, so I decided to blow him up, get a nice sticky on him. Once they're all dead, there's going to be a lot of these infection forms going to run around. It's not as simple as we can just let them hit our shields, as the shields go down a lot faster in Halo 2 than they did in Combat Evolved. This room is fairly simple, and what you've got to do here, there was a terminal as well. It's just behind that wall on the left of the platform there. So yeah, you probably saw it. So here what I like to do is I like to run around and I like to use these long corridors as shooting galleries. That means basically I make sure the flood are aggroed onto me. Also shout out to that elite landing on that elite head as well. A lot of things kind of whip my way in this run. You might not be as lucky. But here what I like to do with the heretic elites here is I go after one, I activate my camo, and then I go try and sword them in the back. This guy was extremely helpful as I sworded forward and actually ended up in cover after I killed him, but the other two heretics couldn't kill me. Now it's going to be flood combat form spawning now. I get a sticky on that combat form, he then takes out the elite as well, because that was really good. And then I'll take out this guy as well. I probably should have got a back smack there, but for some other reason he didn't die, I get a sticky on him. As I was saying, I like to use these corridors as shooting galleries. It's extremely easy once you've got it down. You can actually headshot the flood really, really easy. So you can make sure the flood are aggroed onto you, run backwards, and then just keep firing your carbine down at them, and you can get 5 to 6 maybe following you all at once. If you find you're in this room for a while and nothing's happening, that is because enemies are stuck up here. It doesn't matter what they can be. It's entirely random. Sometimes a combat form might get stuck up there, but with me it was a carrier form. So here, running away from all the infection forms, really, really simple as to how to do this. Keep an eye on where the infection forms are landing, and make sure, if you can, always try and sword the combat forms, as that makes them explode, doesn't make them die, and they can't be reanimated, which is good. All in all, this room is fairly easy. All you got to do is keep moving, like I said. Use the corridors, shooting galleries, and don't be afraid to get all up in their faces with the sword, because you can actually move out of their attacks are very slow, and you can jump to the side and strafe. You can just move backwards, which you'll see me do as I go through this room. I'll resume my commentary when all the fluff forms are dead, and there's going to be 2 heretic elites and 4 heretic grunts coming in. So once the room's all cleared out and you're going to get a checkpoint just pop in the left hand side of the screen in just a second, that's your cue to turn to this door. Like I said, 2 heretic elites and 4 heretic grunts. Really simple, activate your camo. As long as there's no combat forms in the room, they're going to stand still at like sort of facing each sort of side of the room. Basically that's going to mean you can activate your camo, walk up to them, sword them if you want, but I like to sticky one of them, and that's basically all of them dead. I take out this guy just for good measure, and also just to get the points. Run into this room here. What you can do if you're feeling kind of brave and adventurous, activate your camo and run directly into this room. Bear in mind you don't get a lot of time when your camo is activated. So I like to take them out. Also it's because of the points and everything like that, so I'm trying to get the pass score in all the levels. So that's that room done. Like I said, not really difficult once you sort of know what to do. And also, as you saw, I was kind of lucky with a lot of them. A lot of flood tried to hit me, but I managed to dodge them due to blind luck, really. Here, hang back, take out the combat form and the 2 carrier forms, and if there's any infection forms left around, just wait for them to hit the shields if you want, or like I try and do is if there's just quite a few, I try to snipe them with the carbine. You're going to have 2 friendly elites and 2 friendly grunts just drop down here. They all decide to start throwing grenades, so I'd hang back just in case you get accidentally stuck. And here you're going to move on to the left hand side. Doesn't matter which way you go up, I like the left hand side. And as soon as you come to this point now, throw a grenade and then just check. Yep, I stuck him. I actually stuck him right on the shoulder. He was standing there screaming. Throw another grenade. I did try to stick him. It wasn't the greatest throw in the world. As you come round here, the elites are going to have them pinned down. Come around, activate your camo if you want to. I didn't. Came up and sworded him, got a back smack, and then you want to take out these 2 grunts just here. Don't use your sword, use your carbine, as it takes 10 power away from your sword for 1 grunt, when you might as well just use 1 round from your carbine to take them out. Move up the slope, there's going to be more heretic elites just here. I almost stuck this guy, and it goes straight through his legs, and I didn't have any more grenades left. So what I do here, activate my camo, charge forward, try and sword him. Nope, 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 not happening, not happening. I was lucky to get out of that one alive. It took 3 hits of my sword. And at this point, you're going to have 3 sentinels spawn up on your left. If you've got allies still alive, they're probably going to take out 1 or 2 of them for you, as the plasma rifles are extremely effective at taking them down, and your allies actually have good aim and they actually do stuff in Halo 2, which is always helpful. Here, what you're going to do is you can fight all these guys if you want, which was my plan when I came to this point. As you can see here, I reload, getting ready, going around, activate my camo, and then there was a grenade here, so I kind of had to move back. My camo ran out, that elite died, so I took my opportunity, ran through this door, and just let my AI buddies clear out the rest. Now there's going to be a few sentinels and combat forms in this room. You want to take these out nice and simple. Flood form gets too close, just sword it. Like I said, don't sword the sentinels, as you're probably going to die from their explosion. Once they're all dead, I can just hear a sentinel flying around here. There he is. Boom, he's all dead. The cutscene is going to automatically trigger. There's a few of my allies left, come charging through. Skip the cutscene, and then what you want to do, if you don't have a sword, this ultra elite in front of you, I'm not sure if that's the shipmaster. I can't remember. He will offer you a sword. You want to take that, and then you just want to follow what I'm doing here. Now you may remember, if you did watch my part-time guides, what I did here, and it's really, really simple. All you have to do is you have to make sure that you're on the elevator, and make sure you don't fall down like that. Make sure you're not on the elevator, sorry. Go around behind the switch, you'll see me do it in a second. Activate it, let it go up a few feet, activate it again, and then it will rocket you straight up. That makes you invincible for the rest of the level, which is really, really handy. The only other main obstacle you're going to have is trying to get down in time, and also with the weird the way the gravity is in the room, because that can actually force you to restart a checkpoint if you can't get yourself down from the ceiling, which has happened a few times to me. It is really irritating. So here we are, we're going to have 3 sentinels just here, and then I had a combat form following me just here. So I decided just to go for it. Didn't really have any shields left, and I just activate the elevator, watch it go up, hit it again, and then it's going to come down. I'm hoping I'm going to make it. Boom, I made it just with enough shields. You're going to rocket yourself up, and you're going to hold forward on the analog stick, and now you are invincible. So, like I said, you've got 2 obstacles left: getting down in time, and you've got to deal with the weird gravity, which, to be honest with you, the only problem is just getting down, because you do get a checkpoint as soon as you're down, so you can just restart the checkpoint. What you got to do now is you have to, I'm really not too sure, I think that sentinel may have got like splattered by the falling cable there, so that's pretty cool. All you got to do now is you got to take out the 3 cables. You can't do anything until the shipmaster stops talking to each corresponding cable, so as soon as he stops talking, you're able to do that. Boom, that's 2 out of 3. I pick up a fresh sword here. The only kind of annoying thing is you don't have unlimited ammo, you are only just invincible. But, you know, we're invincible, so it doesn't really matter, you can just run past enemies. Now, as soon as the cable is cut, what you want to do is you want to count. And when you get to the lift, you want to go on the 14th second, like I will do here. So, when it's cut, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, go. Just like that, it's simple. So count in your head, and then that's basically, because if you jump too early, the room won't spawn beneath you, which is kind of irritating. Now here what you want to do is you want to jump, but you want to make sure you do it here, as in that it pushes you into a part of the ceiling, which then forces you back down. If you don't do it there, I find that you're just floating around all the time, and you have to restart the checkpoint. So there, I think the gravity kind of helped me out with the sticky there, so I can just run past all these guys. I'm just falling real nice and slow here. Don't jump, don't do anything. When you are falling, what you want to do is you do want to just press the crouch button, whichever one you've assigned it to. Here what I'm doing is I'm just running through. I'm not really killing anybody. I just stick another guy there. See, why can't I have like sticky accuracy when I'm not invincible. This is the problem I've always had with Halo 2. Halo CE, Halo 3 and Halo 4 I can stick enemies absolutely fine, but it's just the way the grenades work in Halo 2. Here you're going to be back in a Heretic Banshee. You want to follow the guy just to this checkpoint. I'm not entirely sure why they added this part in. It does seem kind of pointless. I suppose it would have been cool just to have a cutscene with the Arbiter flying. Like, just have that there, but oh well. Now you're basically done with the level. You're invincible, the weird gravity's all gone. We're walking back through the Arbiter part of the station. And all you got to do now is you got to go kill the Heretic. Really nice and simple. Just follow what I sort of do on screen. I try and track which sort of vent he goes into. And then as soon as he comes out, I'll try and stick him, sword him, kill him in any way possible. It doesn't matter. If you're a bit short on points, you can take out the Heretics like hollow drones. You do get 360 points a pop, I think it is. I can't really remember. But that's it for the Oracle. I've really had a lot of fun running this mission on Legendary. Up next we have Delta Halo.
This mining facility predates installation alpha by several hundred years. It was Indeed, I designed and oversaw the construction of this facility's various outbreak management systems.
Transcended? Hardly. Come, Arbiter.